So Uncle Liao took me to the door to gamble with those people in person, and I was standing right behind him. Uncle Liao can turn the cards into what he wants. That was my first time in reality. See the trick in the game. Wait until the people on the opposite side lose all their money. I just realized that I met an expert. Uncle Liao didn't ask for their money. Just say that the gambling debt is written off. Tell them to stop pestering me in the future. Uncle Liao told me with facts and actions that 10 baits and 9 cheats. His way of changing cards is to cheat. Gambling is never lucky. Since then, he won't gamble anymore. Uncle Liao is also like a family member. Teach me the principles of being a person and doing things. And I worked hard. 2 years later, I became the team leader of the workshop. You can't have today. Without the help of Uncle Liao, I thought life would go on like this. Until at a family dinner, Uncle Liao asked about the string of words. You are 18 years old. I promised you, I'll teach you this life skill when you're an adult. Do you still want to learn now? And I was thrilled. Promise immediately. But my father raised his glass and knocked me aside. Start talking to Uncle Liao about parenting. Uncle Liao was stunned for a while. He didn't continue to mention this matter. I was very angry after the show. Asked my father why he won't let me apprentice. I have been waiting for this day for more than 10 years. My father persuaded me painstakingly. Now this is feudal superstition. Getting a foothold in society depends on decent craftsmanship. Why did you learn this? If your Uncle Liao said it's fake, it is a cheat. If it's true, it's a monster. These things, there is no way to survive in today's society. So true or false, we don't learn. That business will be slowly given to you in the future. We have money. Go back and work hard. It seems to be to break my mind. Not long after, father moved to the city. The day I left, Uncle Liao looked at me with disappointment. I was crying like a tearful man. Keep saying sorry to Uncle Liao. Uncle Liao asked me not to miss him. Go to work in the city. Marry a wife in the future. He's still waiting to drink my wedding wine. But, slowly, our connections are getting less and less. The distance between me and Uncle Liao is also growing. Until the day I'm going to compete for the deputy director of the factory. When giving a self-recommended speech to the leader, Mom called me. He said that Uncle Liao seemed to be dying soon. Precipitated feelings are more intense. Uncle Liao's kindness to me came to my heart in an instant. I left that rather important interview behind, crazy to the village. When I arrived, he's still shaving other people's heads. Found out that it was me. Uncle Liao is obviously a little happy. Is it a string? I haven't seen you in over 3 years. Tall and mature. But I could see at a glance that Uncle Liao's face was very bad. There seems to be something wrong with his body. I asked him to go to the hospital with me for a checkup. Uncle Liao said no need. Stewards, the cancer on my body has already spread. I donated all my money to the village to build a school. There's nothing left for you. Just shave your head and make a fortune. I have some jobs to lose. Didn't you say before that luck can't be intercepted? Can't you shave my rich head? Uncle Liao smiled faintly. Yes. You wanted to take a shortcut before. Get something for nothing. It's called interception. Now you feed yourself. Development career. I'd rather shave your head to make a fortune. I've always wanted to pass on the craft to you. Too bad I didn't have a chance. I'll say a few more words to you today. There are many crafts left by the ancestors, but it boils down to 13 categories. That's what we often call a variety of. The business of shavers belongs to a branch of 8, which falls into 2 categories. One is the tunnel, one is the heart. It's a common haircut on the street, and I belong to the heart. We get haircuts. It's not just the owner's hair regeneration. You can even close people to give birth, breaking people's luck. Some of it was appalling. I heard Uncle Liao say a lot. It seems to be like the ancient trees in Miaozhang in the novel. Uncle Liao said you can understand it the same way, but there are still traces of Gu's harm. They leave no trace of what they do. So Uncle Liao warned me. I still carry the burden when I meet it in the future. A shaver walking the ravens and lakes. Don't offend. Uncle Liao also cut my hair while talking. And then he was like, you know, an afterthought. Handed me a book. It's useless for Uncle to keep this thing. You can open it and have a look when you're free. Before I open the first page of this throttle book, Uncle Liao behind him fell to the ground with a plop before he died. Uncle Liao left me a message. How good is the craft of shaving your head? Only in people, rather than not. This craft must not be lost. I heard that the first round of death may appear to explain the funeral to relatives. Xiong Wai drove everyone away. Ask your uncle about the craft alone. For the first time in my life, I can't wait to meet a ghost, because I believe that no matter what happens to Uncle Liao, won't hurt me. But I didn't wait for Uncle Liao's ghost. But first I heard the cries of the babies in the village. There's something wrong with this sound. No one cares about their baby. Make him cry. At this time, Uncle Liu seems to be reminding me, the candle in front of the throne. It started crackling. In the past, this kind of fit uncle will definitely deal with it. Now that he's gone, I should go and do something for him, too. I want to go too. What is it? He popped out to be a demon the night before Uncle Liao died. When I rushed to Li Dongming's house in search of a cry, his door was open. I crept into the house. I found that all three of their family passed out in the living room, the baby room on the side. Suddenly there was a strange cry. I just opened the door. A strong wind blew out of it. You can barely see. A figure flew out in front of me. Too late to think. I rushed to check on the child's condition. The baby seems to be out of breath at this moment. He was livid. Just when I didn't know what to do, the razor in my hand starts to get hot. I tentatively put it in front of the child's face. Several black dots visible to the naked eye, slowly sucked up by the razor. And the baby's face returned to normal. Start crying out loud. I haven't had time to wipe my sweat yet. The weird cry just now sounded. Again, he looked back. Li Dongming's family is lying at the door with a pale face. Look at my angle. It's not a pose that a normal person can do. I'm going crazy in my head, or the number of throttles seen in the past 2 days. I just remember that it was mentioned in the chapter on warding off evil spirits. The human middle finger has the most yang. After biting, draw a retreat in the palm of your hand. It has a great restraining effect on weak evil. A dead horse is a living horse. Doctor, I immediately bit my finger, and during the pain, and draw a retreat in the palm of my hand. Whether it works or not, he swung an abnormality towards the family of 3 in front of him. Throttle book, you didn't lie to me. The abnormal appearance on Li Dongming's family instantly faded. I was at his house once, until Li Dongming slowly woke up, and I told him what had happened. I thought it would take a while to explain. Unexpectedly, Li Dongming did not doubt what I said at all. He said he knew he was in trouble, because just now, their family felt like they were walking in the mountains. But I woke up to find myself lying at home. And this kind of thing has happened more than once in the village.